across the stock of the day, which is Boral. The company is upping its full-year guidance forecasts after reporting a 36% spike in first-half net profit, thanks to improved prices and cost reductions. Revenue also higher, though no interim dividend was declared because of the company's low franking credit balance. All right, so that is Boral. Boral, last I checked, was the best performer on market today. So let's get a view from my expert guests on Boral. Andrew, is Boral beautiful?
It's Boral beautiful. Look, it's okay. I don't mind Boral. We were sort of buying it in the 520s and 530s, so certainly it's nice to see a bounce today. Up to that sort of, what are we now, 589 for those playing at home. And you would expect that a number of analysts, may have been caught by surprise on the positive side. And so over the next couple of days, as in Monday, Tuesday, you will see some upgrades coming through. And it's certainly good to see that they've got that cost control going well. Debt is under control as well. So certainly we don't mind it. Probably the only thing we need to be mindful of is simply things around supply chains and availability of tradies. We'll talk a little bit later about Mervac and sort of that sort of build to rent model. And again, at this conference that I was just at, there was a lot of commentary around that. I won't spoil that, but certainly high level. Boral is certainly a beneficiary of all that activity out there, and I'm still pretty comfortable with it. I'd still say it's a buy.
Buy for Boral. Can we get another B in here, Henry? How are you feeling today about Boral?
I'm surprised that the analysts were surprised, to be honest, Nadine. I've got to say, we've seen this with James Hardie. They've got pricing power. They've got dominance in terms of these building products. Boral has got pricing power. CSR has got pricing power. They push prices up and they push costs down with some discipline. And the market, they may scream and howl about their products being priced a little bit higher, but those costs are just passed on to the poor old renovation end user in some respects. So, it's hardly a surprise when these companies have these dominant positions, they are able to squeeze costs out and margins up. So I think it was a pretty good result for Boral. Upgrading guidance, the stocks had a 9% higher today. We've seen James Hardie has been on an absolute tear as well. Same sort of thing applies there. CSR, similar story as well. I think they all remain in the buy category, to be honest, but I'm surprised that anyone was really surprised. We have seen this playbook. You get dominance, you've got products that people want, can't do without, you've got to pay the price, you've got to pay the piper, up they go. The only problem, I guess, with Boral to some extent is the liquidity, bearing in mind Kerry Stokes is the majority shareholder there, so it doesn't leave much for the rest of us to trade, but certainly, this will get upgrades and it will continue to push higher.
Yeah, but is it expensive right now? I mean, would you pay today for it?
Oh, well, I wouldn't be chasing it maybe, but the risk reward is starting to skew against you a little bit at 525, where Andrew very cannily was buying it. Obviously, it was a screaming buy. Here at 590, it's obviously not so much of a buy, but I've no doubt the price targets we pushed up beyond $6, 650. In which case, there's still some upside there, but the big move has come, but now it's probably a grind higher from here.
So that is a hold, or is it a buy?
I'd probably have it in a hold. I'm not going to put a double buy on it only because it's up 9% today, but it's definitely a hold. If you're a Boral shareholder, hats off, Kerry, then you've done very well today. Business is good. And the same probably applies for CSR and James Hardie as well.
Yeah, all right. Look, thanks for that. And I guess Henry doesn't want to talk about Boral next time the investment committee meets in about a month.